kiddos. I hope that you are all being safe. I hope that you are being sweet to your parents, and I hope you're stretching and staying active. I'm gonna run through a short video on cartwheels. We're gonna start off by warming up. So let's start off with jumping lunges, okay? Then let's do butt kickers. And then some jumping jacks. Then let's stretch. So after you've stretched, you've done your bridges, you've done your lunges and splits on either leg, wrists, middle splits, you've done all of your stretching, then the next thing you need to do is find some type of a line. I used a piece of ribbon with some packing tape. Ask your parents before taping anything to your flooring, but you could use towels, you could use a jump rope, a sheet, anything to help you have a straight cartwheel and to tell when you're off. So once you have a line set up, then we can start focusing on our lunges. So I'm going to start off with my feet. We want our feet to focus, to point in opposite directions. So the reason for that is we want to be able to fight for our landings and our cartwheels. And if my feet are both pointed in one direction and I'm falling forward or I'm falling backwards, I really don't have a lot of ability to fight when I only have 4 inches to fight on. So I'm gonna point my feet out in opposite directions. So if I'm falling one way, I can push in my toes and my feet on one foot, or I can push on the other side, and really I can fight for my landing and stay centered when I'm landing on the beam or even on the floor. So my feet are out. Next is gonna be our legs. Back leg is gonna be nice and straight. You're squeezing in this back leg. Front leg is going to be bent. So not so bent that you can't see your feet anymore, and not straight, okay? So it is bent enough where our weight is going to live on our front foot. So I'm pushing over my front foot, I'm squeezing in my quads all the way to the ground, okay? So these are my legs for my lunge. Next is gonna be your midsection. So you are, again, gonna be nice and tight in your core. Your lunges are all about squeezing. That is going to give you the best shot at landing these cartwheels. So I'm pushing in my core. I'm gonna have a nice straight back. I'm not gonna be arching. I'm not gonna be rounded. I'm gonna try to have a straight line from my shoulders all the way to my heels. So once we have our midsection ready and we're nice and straight, then I'm ready to add in my arms. My arms are gonna be nice and tight against my ears, okay? I should not be able to see your ears. So if your sibling is walking by and they can see your ears in this lunge, they can call you out. They have full rights, okay? So arms are against my ears, squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. If somebody walked up and tried to separate your arms, they shouldn't be able to do that, okay? If somebody wants to balance check you, again, they should be able to do that and you shouldn't go anywhere. You are sticking like glue in this lunge. Arms up, nice and straight. I'm hoping to have a straight line from my fingers all the way down to my heels, okay? I'm over that front foot. I can see my toes. My chest is over my knee. I am nice and tight, okay? Once our lunge is good and ready and you've practiced that, then you can work on your entry. The entry, what's gonna happen is as my hands drop or as my chest drops, my back leg is going to come up, okay? They should be working in perfectly opposite directions. So if my chest is dropping, my back leg is coming up and vice versa. So if I'm starting off my cartwheel, my arms are against my ears, I'm in that nice tight lunge, and I'm gonna press onto my hands. Now, I wanna keep my arms against my ears, okay? So when I push, I'm not pushing my hands down and reaching straight in front of my foot. I'm gonna extend this, right? So, arms against your ears, your back leg is gonna come up as your chest drops, and your arms stay against your ears as you push, okay? So as you enter, just make sure that your back leg is coming up as your chest drops. You're focused on that nice tight position and you're squeezing your legs, okay? So if I'm focusing on my entry, start in a nice tight lunge. I'm gonna extend and push, keep my arms against my ears, feet over my hands, and then I'm gonna return to that nice tight lunge position. So I'll go the other way just in case I cut out. But I'm starting off in my nice tight lunge. I'm extending in my hands. I'm pushing and returning to that nice tight lunge position, okay? Staying over my front foot. My feet are pointed out in opposite directions. And I am squeezing because I'm fighting for this landing. One more thing that you can do to practice is to see how far over your hands you are. So if you're going around the side, find ways to focus on that. So I'm gonna start in my tight lunge. I'm gonna come over the top. I'm gonna squeeze into my lunge. Hopefully I'm right over my line. If I'm not, then I have things to work on, right? If you have questions, ask your parents to post questions on the video. Keep posting when you guys are practicing. We love seeing the responses. Stay active, please keep stretching, and we can't wait to see you guys back. Tight lunge. I'm gonna push and extend. I'm gonna try to not land on my dog. Oh my gosh.